internet. I saw a couple of lines on the internet on that, and I winged the other ones. Okay. But friends, Ted Cruz and Mike Lee and Paul and Gowdy and Gosar and Gomer, etc. We've got some good guys in there. Good guys. They're good guys. They carry the common sense gene, right? The common sense gene. And they know that we are a nation with a government, not the other way around. They're constitutionalists. And they're sent to D.C. to fight the battle there for us. So it's time. It's time that we send them reinforcements. They need their reinforcements because, you see, families are hurting today. Hard workers, hard-working families. They're caught between the crony capitalism that benefits the politically connected and the income redistribution that benefits the politically favored. But still, I feel good about America because conservatives haven't forgotten the America beyond the ruling classes, wealthy D.C. suburbs. I'm talking the places where most of the people who do the working and the serving and the building and the tax paying live. That's where you'll find amazing America. We're staying true to our principles. The real solutions to real problems, and you got to hear some of those solutions the last couple of days. And you're not just sitting back, just hanging with the June gang. You're not. Just letting D.C. control the people and bankrupt our country in order to fundamentally transform it. Now, that's why I feel good, because you're not just putting up with this. We do have some great pro-freedom, free market, pro-family, bitter clingers and wingers, aka great leaders there. And they're proposing ways to actually help the middle class and allow equal opportunity to work. And then through self-initiative, everyone be lifted and succeed. That's why I feel good. And because I hear from you, and I see you, I just feel that we know we've got each other's back, and I feel that you know that this is the stirring of a great awakening. I do believe that the eyes of America are open. Unfortunately, though, some would want you to just hit the snooze button and roll back over like, hush, America, go back to sleep, little lambs. Go back to sleep. Close those eyes. Some of these folks are in the GOP establishment.
Yep.
And they are a different breed of cat. You got it. They say that the smartest thing that we can do right now is just lay low, stay out of the way, while, say, Obamacare crashes and burns on its own, and the economy sputters to a halt. Oh, forget that solvency and sovereignty stuff. Just lay low. And while internationally we so tick off our allies and we lead a world that is looking for that shining city on a hill again, we lead them from behind. The result is some very, very, very bad dudes gain ground. This, instead of putting the fear of God in our enemies, well, proving peace through strength, and that is only brought to you courtesy of the red, white, and blue. That's only what the United States military can do.
Yeah.
But some GOP experts, they subscribe to the old saying, don't interrupt while they're in the process of destroying themselves. May be true, but you do interrupt when they are in the process of destroying your country. Right. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to stop them. 2014. We're going to stop them. And by the way, you complacent ones who had just shined the boot that would would stomp on our neck, working the statist agenda of Obama's. This applies to you too in the 2016 presidential race. I didn't get to run this morning. I was so big. It's not very good. Didn't get to run. But, speaking of those who just carry the water, man, I feel sorry for some of those cabinet members. Actually, take Secretary of State John Kerry. Take him. No, really, I feel sorry because it's just draining on him. I'm sure he does not look happy. He's sent to message this president's dazed and confused strategery. Poor guy, you can just see it on him. It is, bless his heart. But no need anymore, though, to ask him why the long face? Cabinet has to explain and justify. How do you convey to Putin the threat that sounds like, Vladimir, don't mess around or you're going to feel my flexibility?
He can't see us from his house.
I got a phone and I got a pen and I can dial real fast and poke you with my pen. Promise? Promises? This is the guy who promised to provide for the sick, but there are more uninsured today than when Obama began all of this. He promised jobs for the jobless, but fewer people work today than since the peanut farmer was our president, and the average family is bringing home $4,000 less today than when Obama started all this. He promised us a safe, peaceful world. Promised he's got Al-Qaeda on the run. Yeah, perhaps towards us. And safer, he would gut our arsenal while he allows others, enemies, to enrich theirs. Man, that's just like a liberal on gun control. Mr. President, the only thing that stops a bad guy with a nuke is a good guy with a nuke. Russian Empire. Yeah. No, I'm sorry, really. I'm probably being too hard on the president. After all, who could have seen this coming? Oh! President Obama, though, he's nothing if not poll-tested, so even he knows that the deep issue of our time is that oppressive stagnation facing the middle class, these good working-class families that just can't get ahead. And that's why he baits the GOP establishment into kind of a tit-for-tat over things to distract, and then they pander, and he and the White House, they do such damage But their agenda, it's failure and fiasco on steroids. So America is counting on the GOP to get it right. And that's why the establishment can't blow it. No Republican gets elected promising higher taxes, wasteful spending, increased debt, bigger government, rewarding lawbreakers, the amnesty? No. So why are they voting for these things now? And why reward them with your vote? GOP, no way, boy.